And what is going on? We are back. You see it. This is your man Ron and my Well, this is your man Ron. What's happening, everybody? Yes, we are back. Unfortunately, John couldn't be here, but I'm happy to accept this award on his behalf, and we will be rocking with you for the foreseeable future of this program. So, but as you can tell, we do have Jose on the ones and twos in the back.
You know, it's been so long that I forgot what buttons I have here on my end, man. I forgot what everything does. What's this one? Oh, this is when you tell a sad story. And you just vibing with the people, giving thanks to them. Saying,
sad story.
Thank you so much.
I know you. Oh.
You guys have been with us for 3 seasons, and now we're getting ready to enter the 4th. We've been vibing, we've been jamming, we've been producing. Content creation is stressful, but we keep on going. Whether if it's with 2 of us, 1 of us, or 3 of us. Even when, these guys kicked me out for like a couple months, but I'm back. So it's Ron.
Yeah.
All right, Ron, take over the show. I'm done.
Okay. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That was dope. Yeah. So John is he's got doing some personal stuff tonight, but we holding it down. You know what I mean? It's the tres mosqueritos, but tonight it's just the 2 amigos. Dos. But anyway, shout out to you. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Thank you for rocking with us as always. You know how it is. Shout out to my guy Mega NYK. Call Mega in the building. Salute. Dripmore is in the building. The preferred barber of still Knicks fans and the Knicks community is here. Let's go. Oh, man. Jay Boogie in the house. What's going on, Jay Boogs? Salute to you, my brother. Always good to see you. What up, twin? My guy Kareem Grant is here. Salute, my guy. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. We out here. We out here. Listen. We're getting close, guys. I know I've been dying. You know what I mean? I cannot wait. And every day I think we're getting closer, but it's been taking too long. But we really are getting close. October 2nd is right around the corner, folks. That's right. New York Knicks training camp on October 2nd. We back, baby. I think the preseason starts like a week later or so. We are back. So listen, I can't be too upset. I gotta temper my expectations for the season, but I also it's time to get excited because we are right around the corner and we're gonna be back and enjoying what our New York Knicks can do towards these rest of the NBA, because I think they're gonna be good, or at least as good as they were last year, if not better. So I'm looking forward to it. Right now I got Monday Night Football in the background. They're switching, back and forth between these 2 games that they got. I don't know why they do this, but whatever. Anyway, the game is not that great. The New Orleans Saints versus the Panthers, 6-6. It is what it is. Yeah, man. But like I said, I'm just frustrated a little bit. I just wish we had something more to get us excited. Maybe like a trade or something. Oh, wait. Speaking of trades, another rumor. That's right. You see the segue? Julius Randle has apparently decided to end his partnership with CAA, the sports agency that Leon Rose was once the head of. And now that his son is still a big part over there. And Julius Randle has been with CAA since he's came into the league, folks. And he has decided to part ways with CAA and join WME Sports. So it's a new venture for WME Sports to have a guy like Julius Randle. I'm sure they have other good sports athletes, but now they've got Julius. And so obviously the rumors and speculation starts right away. Does this mean that Julius is preparing himself to leave the New York Knicks? Or are the New York Knicks preparing to move on from Julius Randle? First off, let's just talk about the agent switch. It's not a big deal, guys. Switching agents is something people do all the time. Sometimes it happens multiple times within the lifespan of a of a contract between, or should I say, of a career between, an NBA player switching to different agencies. Look at what happened with Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, I think, if I'm not mistaken, switched agents 4 times, maybe even 5, but I think 4 times Mitchell Robinson switched agents before he settled on who he's with now. I couldn't tell you who that is because I forgot, but I knew that that's what happened. Because sometimes you just don't find the proper marriage, right? You're looking for somebody to represent you. You think this is going to work. They're telling you, selling you the dream. Wow, we can do this. We can build your brand like never before. We can give you top billing wherever you're at. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, right? And I think for Mitch, it just didn't work out. So he kept switching. And it happens. And usually it happens a lot, whereas there's some type of difference of opinion, or there's something out there that you as a player don't know about and other players around you have found out about, and you look at your agent and you're like, why don't I know about this? What are you doing? What am I paying you for? So, anyway, things happen. So you never know. You never know what's going on. It's just a change. It's a difference of opinion, or a taking my brand to another level. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And also sometimes another thing that happens too with agents is that agents take on so many different clients. They're so big in the landscape that you kind of feel like you're not a top priority. Like there's just so much going around. So you go to a different agency where you can be top billing for the agency and they promote you differently. So, anyway, there's a whole bunch of different scenarios as to why Julius may have decided to part ways with CAA. So that's how I look at it. I wouldn't stress it, guys. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I also don't think that it's a precursor to Julius Randle getting traded. I don't think that that's what that's about either. So, I wouldn't stress it. Shout out to the chat once again. Sherwin's in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you. Cully is here. Salute, Cully. Knicks 100 is in the building. Salute. S. Brooklyn is in the building. Salute. Julian Blum is here. Salute, my guy. Hope everything's going good with you. Yeah. So let me just see what some people are saying real quick. Jay Boogie said Jose is in his bag tonight. Frax.
That's for you, Jay Boogie.
Yeah.
Much respect, man.
There you go. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's another thing. Facts. Knicks 100 said, Julius said, y'all going to pay me in full this time. Right. He's getting the agent that's going to fight for him. He ain't taking no discounts. Now it's about, and you kind of could expect that. He took the discount already. He's in the prime of his career. This next contract, Julius is getting paid. Can't argue with that. Can't fault him. It makes sense to me. Okay, so Sherwin says, I'm hoping you are not another blogger who lacks the ability for critical thinking. We must trade IQ to get better. We are not paying him Brunson money. Well, one, I'm not a blogger. I am a content creator who runs a podcast. 2, thank you. 2, I was talking about Julius Randle. I have not mentioned Emmanuel Quickly as of yet, nor that I really intend to. But hey, since you brought him up, I think people can't wrap their head around the fact that people are going to get paid good amounts of money at different times when you're a sports figure. Contracts get negotiated, new deals get created. So what you're basically telling me is that if someone who is of lesser talent, but because his peers are making that amount of money, shouldn't get X amount of dollars because someone else on their team who's better than them, signed the contract 2 or 3 years ago and got less money. So basically, Quickly should make less money than Brunson, right? And significantly less, because we're talking, you probably want to make it around 80 million. So you want Quickly to make around $80 million or so, 90 maybe, who knows? And then his market value will not equal other players, because, you know, in the next 2 years, there's going to be players similar to Quickly that are going to get paid more money than what you want the Knicks to pay Quickly, so that he doesn't make more than Brunson. And then in 2 years, when Brunson gets paid, he's going to be making $100 million more than Quickly. Yet you think it's fair for Quickly to not only be making $100 million less than Brunson, but to make an extra $20 million less than Brunson too, because we're talking about him taking the pay cut now just so he doesn't look like he's making more than Brunson. It's not the way sports, you know, is moving. That's just with these contracts and the way they're making money hand over fist each time they sign a new like, this is what happens. The salaries go up and some salaries look a little crazy at that moment. It's going to even out. I don't know why so many fans are so, you know, upset about this and don't understand that it will look crazy right now. I get it, but it's going to even out. It's not, people are not going to stay like this. If Maxey was to come up on the open market in a year, right? Say Quickly gets 100 million. What do you think Maxey's price is going to be? 90? No, right? It's going to be more than Quickly. It's just the nature of it. It's how it's going to move. Everybody's going to start getting more money, and then Quickly's going to look like he's getting less. It's going to happen. You just got to know it's going to look a little weird right now. Don't stress it too much. I know, I get it. It doesn't matter. You think Brunson is going to be counting Quickly's pockets? Like, yo, man, you gave Quickly 108 million. I'm taking 106. You serious? When Brunson comes up in 2 years, he's getting 200 plus million. You think he's caring about what the other man's making right now, who's not as good as him? Come on, guys. Don't stress that too much. This is crazy. Don't think about it too much. Anyway, all right. You get me all sidetracked, Sherwin. I had a show to do. Come on, man. All right, so let's see here. Where was I? Yeah, good. Cully, what's good, bro? S. Brooklyn says Randle changed agencies because his agent went there. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, hello. That's the cleanest and easiest, reasoning. This is my agent. My agent left CAA and went to WME. I'm following my agent. Clicks closed. Done deal. No more narrative. Let's not talk about it no more. It's easy. That's the one scenario I didn't bring up. That is the easiest scenario possible. I'm just following my guy. Simple. Done. Let's move on. I like it. Okay, where were we? Okay, Sherwin says, who is a better player? And thank you, Knicks 100. Thank you. The show did come a long way. I think so. He said, Sherwin said, who is a better player, IQ or Kevin Porter Jr.? I'm not paying IQ more than him. Well, who's a better scorer, IQ or Kevin Porter Jr.? Kevin Porter Jr.'s got a lot of talent, but I also watch him, not night in and night out, but I watched a lot of him, and I know that his scoring is up and down just like Quickly, and he averages around 15, 16, 17 points just like Quickly. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Defensively, I don't think Porter's a great defender. I think IQ could be better than him as a defender. Porter is a little bit more versatile offensively as far as what he can do, the ball handling, the athleticism, rebounding. Yeah, Quickly can rebound too, but Porter's probably a little better when he wants to be. So yeah, I mean, look, I think Porter Jr. is good. I'm not arguing with that. I just think Quickly is probably right there with him. Porter Jr. probably has a little bit more overall talent and athleticism, but Quickly might eventually be a better defender. He might be a better defender than him now. So I don't know. I don't know. That's tough to call. I just think you don't like Quickly's game, and that's fine. But that doesn't change the fact that he deserves to be paid. He's in the league for a reason. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I don't know. Travel Vibes is in the building. Salute, Travel Vibes. Appreciate you. Okay, Porter Jr.'s averaging 19 points. All right, fair enough. You know, and I don't know why Porter Jr. is able to average 19 points because, you know, they've got a Julius Randle over there. They've got a Jalen. Oh, no, they don't, do they? Who do they got that they got to worry about over there? Jalen Green and Porter Jr. That's who they had. Now, let's not talk about now because we know they've got Van Vliet. They've got Dylan Brooks. That's different. I bet you Porter Jr. wouldn't be averaging no 19 now. If he didn't get into that trouble outside of the NBA, I bet you he wouldn't be averaging 19 right now because there's only one basketball, and not everybody's going to get them touches. So all I'm saying is it's easier to average 19 points when you ain't got nobody really taking your shots away from you. If you put Quickly over there in Houston, I think Quickly averages 19 points. Just saying. And I'm not the biggest Quickly guy. I like Quickly. I think he's a good player. I'm just saying. I'm not a stan. Just speaking the obvious. And I do like Sengun. That's true, Knicks 100. I do like Sengun. But he's not the ball don't go through Sengun. You know what I mean? Like he's a good player that, you know, they will find and take advantage of mismatches and you know, use his talent. But the game don't go through Sengun. You know, on that team, they would just whoever they move the ball to whoever over there. On the Knicks, the ball goes through Julius and Brunson. And and also Jalen Green is another one who is going to command some. But last year, the big scorers for that team was three. It was Sengun, it was Jalen Green, and it was Porter. But a lot of times, remember, and Porter's a point guard / shooting guard. The ball's in his hands. Well, small forward, point guard / shooting guard, whatever the hell he is. You know, I know he's a little different. Shout out to Felicia Lee in the building. Salute, Felicia Lee. Appreciate you. Thank you for rocking. Yeah, I know. The arrest happened in New York, which is definitely not good for him. Who else is here? We got Dwayne Dennis in the building. Salute to you. Travel Vibes is in the building. Salute. What does Dwayne Dennis say? They have to pay Emmanuel Quickly, whether they keep him or trade him based just on the collective bargaining agreement. Salary cap and player contracts will balance out. Exactly. Don't stress it too much about the salary disparities right now because it's going to even out eventually. You just have to give it time. It's 2 or 3 years from now, I would give it 3. 3 years from now, everything will be evened out already. And you'll be like, okay, now people are in their lanes. They're making what they should make for the type of player they are in the NBA. And you won't even be thinking about Emmanuel Quickly making anywhere near what Jalen Brunson or Julius Randle is making. Believe me. So Sherwin says Porter Jr. is his closest IQ comparison in the NBA. They were very similar. They are very streaky. That's okay. That works. I can see that. That makes sense. Oh, and guys, please smash that like button if you have a chance. If you haven't done so already, please do and show your love for the show. I appreciate it. King Ribby's in the building. Salute. What's good, my brother? Hope you're doing well. So I think you're talking about maybe Kevin Porter Jr. facilitates better than Quickly, which that's probably true. Quickly can facilitate if you put him in the starting role where he's given the keys and, you know, but when he comes in off the bench, sometimes he's not in that mode. So I don't know. Quickly's it's very tricky with him. You know how it is. We've been Knicks fans for a long time, watching these guys grow and what they've learned to do and what their game is turning into. And Quickly's up and down sometimes. So I don't know. That's true too, Dripmore. Dripmore is pointing out that IQ is a high character guy. KP Jr. is not so much. And sometimes organizations and teams pay guys for that. The Knicks have done it in the past, not necessarily with this regime, but we gave Allen Houston $100 million. And don't get me wrong, Allen Houston was a good player. He was not a $100 million player. We gave him that because he was solid on offense, he was solid on defense, and he was an incredible character. Like, he had a high, regard for others, and he was like one of those people that did so much in the community. Like, Allen Houston's just great, and so they just loved him. So it is what it is. Danny Landis is in the building. What's good, Danny? Appreciate you. Hope you're doing good, having a good night myself, and I hope your evening is going good as well, bro. Okay, so let me get back into the Julius Randle topic. So, all right, so now we know exactly why Julius switched agencies, which is really stand up. I like that type of stuff. If you're rocking with a guy and that guy moves around, you go with that guy because you believe in him. That's dope. We see that actually on the TV shows a lot, like Ballers and stuff like that. It's good to know somebody in real life is doing that as well. So that's cool. Keith Turner's in the building. Salute. What's good, Keith? Hope you're doing well. Now, as far as Julius being traded, that still may happen, but it may have nothing to do with him switching agents. And I don't think it's going to happen now anyway. As I said, the one thing that you want to be concerned with Julius Randle is when it comes time for him to get his next contract. That's when I would start worrying about if Julius is going to get traded, because the Knicks have to make a really huge decision on whether they're going to want to give Julius the max, that he's going to deserve. And believe me, if you guys think Julius Randle's taking another discount after he already took a good discount and he's underpaid compared to a lot of other people in the league, you have another thing coming. Julius's next contract is going to be a big one. So we got to see how this year plays out going into next year. Will the Knicks feel like they even want to give him that type of money? And if they don't, the smartest thing to do is figure out a way to trade him and get something for his value. But I don't think it's going to happen now. And the other thing with this Damian Lillard stuff, the Knicks possibly being a dark horse to be a third team in a trade, Damian Lillard going to the Heat, and then, somebody going back to Portland and the Knicks being in the mix too. I don't know. They could potentially be a part of it, but I don't know. And I don't see Julius going anywhere. So I wouldn't stress that, guys. But they already said that Charlotte looks like they really want to be involved in that trade if it happens, or try to be involved in it. So I don't know. The other thing is, outside of that, is there any place else that you would trade? No, not that you would trade. I should say that the Knicks would want to trade Julius Randle to. I mean, Joel Embiid might want to leave, but he doesn't want to come to New York to not play with Julius. He wants to play with Julius here. Giannis ain't going nowhere no time soon. As much as he might not be happy and trying to figure out what his team is doing, he's not going anywhere right now. So who's left? Donovan Mitchell. Those rumors are going to grow as, like, if I had another kid, those rumors would probably grow as, until this kid is 5, because they're going to keep talking about Donovan Mitchell coming to the Knicks. Whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I wouldn't stress it, guys. I wouldn't worry about this stuff right now. It's just, it makes a lot of sense what he did. And now we can kind of put that to bed and just move on and worry about basketball in 2 weeks. Training camp in 2 weeks. October 2nd it starts, guys. It's going to be the beginning of a new season for our New York Knicks, the underdogs of the league once again. And we're going to watch people say that we can't do anything, that we won't be as good as we were last year, that we can't make the playoffs. We got to go through it all over again. I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. It's just the best thing ever. So I wouldn't stress that. I wouldn't stress that. We already know that, and Knicks are nice. Pudge, I mean, you know what's going on. I mean, you're the CAA affiliate. Is there any news, any breaking news that you can share with everybody? I think that the Knicks are probably done making any more acquisitions. And I think we got one. I'm curious to find out what's going to happen with some of these Exhibit 10 contracts or whatever you want to call them, and the other things, that the two-way contracts. Like it's been a little while now. I even forgot who we got on these contracts. I think Charlie Brown might be a two-way, or maybe he's an Exhibit 10. I got to check this. What's up with Toppin, Jacob Toppin? Like, what's the deal with him? Like, I don't know. Well, Pudge, you just jumped in, and salute to you, my brother. Someone already said in the chat that Julius's agent left CAA and he went to WME Sports, and so Julius is following his agent. That's it. That's all it is. That's the story. It's over. No more story. It's pretty simple. So I wouldn't stress it. Oh, Kelly Oubre Jr. and the Sixers agreed to a 1-year deal. Ah, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, they need something, right? They got to replace the. I mean, that's he does give you 20 points per game if you give him the ball. So that's, I guess that'll help while James Harden is sitting on the in his living room. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm not going to stress it. Listen, we signed Ryan Arcidiacono, okay? That's right. Yeah, that's right. We back, baby. Ryan is back, and that's all that matters. So Dwayne Dennis says, Ron, I think Toppin is already gone. I don't know, because I mean he might be, but the Knicks don't always do great with their press releases, you know. Let me see. Let's see what's going on with Jacob. Mm-hmm. Jacob Toppin. Where is you? Okay, so all that's listed here is Jacob Toppin signs a two-way deal with the New York Knicks on June 23rd, and then on July 6th, apparently Jacob Toppin is signed to an Exhibit 10 deal. So I guess they switched to two-way. Yeah, that's the last thing that it says here. It's very hard to find, Nick news or news about NBA players when they're not signed to, like, standardized deals. Yeah, so I don't know. Jacob Toppin's in limbo right now, guys. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on with the kid Martin from Charlie Ward's program. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Pudge is saying he believes Charlie Brown, the third or the second, whatever his thing is, took Jacob Toppin's spot. Wait, so Sherwin says Jalen Martin is one of the two-way contracts along with Toppin. See, it's a little confusing, guys. We're just not getting all the information. And Sherwin, I was thinking the same thing like you, but I do know that they signed Charlie Brown to something. Let's see here, because there's only two-way. Oh wait, there's three two-ways. Yeah, I think there's three two-ways now. So yeah, maybe. No, Charlie Brown got an Exhibit 10 contract, so that is true. So he's going to be playing with the G League. Obviously, we know Martin is going to be with the G League, but at some point he's going to be with the Knicks because it's a two-way contract. You can only spend 40 games or so with the big club, and he can't. And the G League season is not that long to begin with, so he'll definitely be at some point. He'll be on the Knicks bench. Okay, we also got Martin, Knight, and Dylan Windler. But I don't think did Dylan Windler sign a two-way? I mean, he's an NBA player. Would they do a two-way for him? Well, maybe they would. Let's see. Guys. Let's check this stuff out. Let's get our Nick information going here. Get our Nick lore back. Contract. Yes, yep. You guys, listen. He did sign a two-way contract. So there's that. All right. Who else did we say? Oh, Knight. Yep. Nathan Knight, two-way contract. So that's two. And I think you might be right. On Jalen Martin. And Jalen Martin has a two-way contract. So that's three. Okay. So there's your three two-ways. Let's go, man. Way to go, chat. Being on top of it. That's what I'm talking about. Talk about Pudge. Yeah. I hear you, player. I see what you're putting down. Okay. All right. So there's that. Every chance you get, Pudge. Every chance you get. I see you. Anyway. So there's that. So Windler, Knight, and Martin are on the two ways. And I mean, if Jacob Toppin could be gone, or he might have signed a G League deal, specifically a G League deal, which isn't that bad because I think he could use some seasoning. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So, which if that's the case, our G League squad might be pretty dope. I mean, Jalen Martin down there, Windler will be down there for a little bit. Toppin could be there. Charlie Brown's gonna be. They could have a nice little squad over there. They signed the big dude, Dimitri something. I can't say that last name. I could see it. I can't say it. So, you know, yeah. I know they extended the NBA roster, I believe, but is it really 20? I thought it was going to be something like, because even though they've said that, each time I find something about it, it all shows me like 15 players. It doesn't show me more than that, even though I know you're right because we talked about this on a previous show and I looked it up and I saw that you were right, but I don't know what's going on, to be honest. I'm a little confused. I guess in 2 weeks, we'll have some clarity as to what's going on. We definitely will have a 20-man preseason roster, but what does it stay like when the season starts? That we're going to have to find out. Yeah, Scap, that's his nickname. That's probably what I'm gonna call him because I can't. That last name is rough for me, and I'm pretty good with names, but that's a rough one. Dimitri, that's something like that. Guys, once again, smash that like button. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you showing love to the show. Once again, John is out doing personal stuff, so I'm gonna hold it down this week. for him. And, today we got Jose in the background on the ones and twos doing what he does. So we rocking. We good. We are straight. Okay, so Sherwin, thank you, Sherwin. He said, okay, these are the updated two-way players: Jalen Martin, Nathan Knight, and Dylan Windler. Thank you, Sherwin. Now it's thank you, Pudge. Thank you, Sherwin. Now it's stuck. So now every show you guys go on, you can update everybody else, all the other content creators on this is who our three two-ways are. Appreciate it, because now we know. We figured it out, folks. Yeah, Knicks 100. I like Dimitri or Scap's play. Like, he looked pretty good when we was watching him in the summer league. Like, he looked like he's a solid, like, standard big man. And you know what? That may be something that proves beneficial to the Knicks going forward. Like, if things don't work out with Jericho Sims, and they don't work out with any of the guys we signed, like Nathan Knight and shoot, the dude from OKC. I already forgot his name. Oof, that's rough. That's bad. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. I forget stuff. If things don't work out with him, who knows? They may have to call on Dimitri Scap to come up and help. What? Scap gone? What? What? I thought they just. Oh, did they? Oh no, Dimitri. It ain't so. Why would they do that? What would be the point? Skip it, second. What the hell is this guy's name? Damn it. Shoot. Can't even search for the guy. Can't remember his name. That's bad. I'm sorry, folks. What can I tell you? Hey, man. It is what it is. Got to do things backwards. Here we go. I'm not ashamed to take a couple minutes to search something up. Dmitro Skapintsev. See? Just give me a second. I'll find it. Dmitro Skapintz, whatever. That's a rough name, man. I can't, like, Jesus. I'm trying, guys, but that's a rough name. Okay, let's see. Oh, damn it, you're right. So they waived him to make room for Ryan Arcidiacono. Is what it is, guys. Damn it. I liked him too. I thought he could be somebody that they might think about adding to the bench at some point later, but damn it. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, guys. All that tells me is what we already knew. There was no chance in hell that Dimitro was going to play for the Knicks. And so they said, we'd rather have somebody who's familiar with this team and is a good clubhouse, locker room type guy, and is also a Villanova cat. Okay. I mean, why else? Like, I don't what are you going to do? It is what it is. What up, Nice? He says, is IQ getting paid yet? Not yet, but I think he will. I think he will, and I think he will get paid before the season is over. I don't know when, but I think he will get paid before the season is over, because as someone already said in the chat, due to the collective bargaining agreement and stuff like that, I think he is going to get his money that he deserves. I also think the Knicks are going to pay him because he is either going to be on this team long term, but paying him doesn't affect things going forward. It actually helps because he will be a trade chip, and that money that he gets paid will help match other salaries. And Quickly's not a bad player, so most likely whatever contract he gets is going to be warranted, and it's not going to be a contract that another team is not going to be willing to take. So he's a young player at that. So I wouldn't stress that at all. It just makes sense. Okay, well, let's move on from the Dmitro Skapinski. I can't say it. I'm sad that I didn't know that he was the one that they waived to bring in Ryan Arcidiacono. It is what it is. Man, these Knicks. I don't know. So I mean, I don't understand why the guy couldn't have played on the G League. I don't get it. I mean, I guess that has to do with NBA contracts, and I think it's because they probably offered him a certain contract. And as a team, you can only have a certain number of specified types of contracts. You can only have a certain number of Exhibit 10s. You can only have a certain number of two-ways. You know what I mean? So maybe they signed them to, a higher level contract, an Exhibit 10 or something like that, and they needed it because obviously they don't have a lot of money. The Knicks are poor. So we had to give it to our guy, Ryan, so he could sit on the bench. There's that. No. I don't know if it's the next off season though, Sherwin. I think it depends on when you sign him. There was players that got contract extensions in, I think, January, and they couldn't be moved until July. But there was players who got extensions in October or November of last year, and they were able to be moved around somewhere in between May or June or April or May, something like that. I can't remember the actual time frame, but I just think it is an amount of time that you got to wait. That's true. Well, let's see. Mm-hmm. To wait to trade a player after signing a contract. I hate sometimes, the worst part, the problem with finding out information when you use Google and stuff like that is all about your wording and how you type it in. And sometimes not typing it in correctly is why you don't get the answer you want to find. And I don't feel like this is the way to type this in, but this is what I'm doing. Free agency explained. That's not what I wanted, but okay. No, this is. I wanted a quick, simple answer. I don't want to do a deep dive. Okay, it is what it is. We'll look into that and address it, unless one of you guys have the time to search it up. But okay, so if we sign IQ, you're saying we can't trade him for 6 months. That is after the trade deadline. Okay. All right. Well, it definitely will be after the trade deadline, but you can still trade somebody after the trade deadline. They just have to go through waivers or whatever. But so it is what it is, man. Look, I don't know what to tell you. You can't not give Quickly his money. Somehow he's going to get paid, whether it be the Knicks or somebody else. So he's going to get paid. And in our situation, when we don't have a ton of talent, we've got some good players. We don't have a ton of talent. Is there somebody out there that you think the Knicks can get without having cap room and cap flexibility? Because Quickly's already he's with us, right? So we can sign him to whatever we need to. Going out and getting somebody brand new as a free agent next offseason or something like that, you got to have the available funds unless you're doing a sign and trade. I don't know. I mean, I know some guys would prefer having someone else other than Quickly, but it's just who are you going to get and how are you going to have the money to afford them? Trey Murphy for IQ. Okay. All right. Good luck with that one. I'm with you. Good luck. I wish. I don't know how you could pull that off. If you can make that happen, Sherwin, talk to somebody. Tell them your thoughts, man. Knicks 100 says I trade IQ for Kuminga in a heartbeat. I like Kuminga. I'm still questioning who he's going to be in the league. Like, I thought he was the guy I wanted the Knicks to get because I think he's got the talent to be something special. Just got to wait and see. Got to wait and see what he becomes. I hear you, though. He's worth taking a chance on. Shout out to Deron Wayne. Appreciate you, brother. Knicks won today in the building. Salute, my guy. Hope you're doing well. Nice says Knicks team is a bunch of Villanova players. Well, it's true, but like Ryan Arcidiacono doesn't count. Don't count him. He's the 15th player on the team. 15th player is not going to do anything on this team. So don't worry about him. Hart, Brunson, and DiVincenzo. Those guys matter. Those guys matter. JJ's in the building. Salute. What's good, my guy? Hope you're doing well, bro. It is what it is, man. I wouldn't stress it too much. Ryan is not getting minutes at all. Not. I mean, unless it's extensive garbage time. You know what I mean? Garbaggio time. You don't expect to see Ryan out there except on the layup line. So I wouldn't stress that at all. Don't worry about it. Once again, if you guys are just joining the show, just wanted to let you know it hasn't been confirmed, but I'm going with that. It makes a lot of sense. Someone said it, so it could be very true. You know what? Let me just check, man. So that way I'm saying something and, I feel better about it. Sorry, man. To whoever said it in the chat, I appreciate you. I'm rocking with you. But I just got to, let me check. See who it is. I don't even know who it is. I'm reading. I'm speed reading. I'm trying, guys. They really don't want to give these guys any love, man. Just a quick, simple question. Who is Julius Randle's agent? I mean, how hard is that to find an answer? This is a big business, man. No, not agency. Agent. Jesus. This is crazy. They don't want to give me the answer I'm looking for. I'm not going to waste more time. It is what it is. I'm going to find out. I just have to do it when I'm not doing a show. Oh, man. But the belief is that Julius, his actual agent, the man who works with him, man or woman, I don't know if it's a man or woman, but whatever, whoever the agent had left CAA and went to WME Sports, and Julius Randle followed that person to WME Sports. So it is what it is. Nice asks, who is backing up Randle? Well, it's gonna be Nathan Knight and the dude from OKC who was in the summer league. What the hell is his name? Come on, guys, light skinned kid. What the hell is his name? Why am I going a blank on it? He's all right. I don't know. And also possibly Jericho Sims, right? Because Jericho is a power forward. He's not really a center. Unless they decide to like flip flop and maybe put Jericho at the center and use Hartenstein more as a four to help back up. That's right. JJ says Isaiah Roby. That's correct. That's who it is. Isaiah Roby is who I'm thinking about. Yeah, he is type soft. It's true. But that's what we got. It's who we have on this team. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Andrew Thomas. Yes. Why? And I saw that before, and I'm bugging out. You know why Andrew Thomas is throwing me off? Because I'm thinking of Giants. The New York Giants that's why it's throwing me off. Yes, Andrew Thomas. Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. So, someone said something here. Knicks 100 said, unless Heat get Dame, then Ryan becomes even more valuable, being he practiced versus Dame every game. Interesting. I mean, I like Ryan Argiacono to be a 15th man on the team. I don't think it's any issue. I mean, if you guys know me, I've personally said the best 15th man in the league, or at least for the Knicks, would be Theo Pinson. So I obviously don't care too much about that person being an integral part of the roster on the court, but all like in the locker room and on the sidelines, I think that's a very important person. Say what you will, but they help. So I don't mind. See a couple guys. Jermichael Green. JJ, what do I think about Jermichael Green as a backup four? I like him as a backup four. I just don't think the Knicks have the money. I think the Knicks would have signed them already. And if I'm not mistaken, Jermichael Green is one of the close friends to Donovan Mitchell, if I'm not mistaken. It's Jermichael Green, and it's the other guy who used to be with Utah. He got traded. I don't know where he is now. But yeah, those two guys are both friends of Donovan. So I mean, if you think of how the Knicks like to move, I would think they would want to get Jermichael Green, right? I think maybe it's not Jermichael Green. I don't know. The name sounds familiar, like it was him who I was reading about, but it could be someone else. Isaiah and Pascal. Pascal's the one. That's it. Sorry. And then I was like, as more I'm saying it, I'm like, I don't know if it's him. Free Elfrid Payton for the Knicks. We missing defense and linked. At least he can play defense. Oh, I hear you, nice. I don't know what the hell happened to Elfrid Payton, but Elfrid Payton couldn't even get minutes with Phoenix. So what's that tell you? How's that make you feel about him? Yep, that's right. Knicks won today. That's what Ryan is going to be. He's going to be the locker room guy. He's going to lift the spirits, and he's just going to make the Villanova boys that much more of a thing, even though I don't think we should stress it too much. Listen, you want to bring the Villanova situation up, let's wait till the Knicks don't play well consistently, and then we can say, oh, this is not good. But if the Knicks continue to play good basketball the way they did this past year, then we have to rock with it. It is what it is. I wouldn't stress it too much. And I feel like when I started talking, it was 6-6 or was it 9-9? I don't know. It's 20-9 now. New Orleans is definitely starting to distance themselves. or basically this game's over. It's only 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. So it is what it is. Hey, shout out to my guy Victor from Brazil is in the building. Knicks Fans Brazil is here, folks. Salute to him. Guys, show Victor some love if you haven't already. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff for Victor and Knicks Fans Brazil. I know he can't wait for the season to start. We're close, Victor. We're close. We're getting there. All right. Well, hey, man, listen. This was kind of an abbreviated show. I'm here rocking, Jose's in the background. We're holding it down, but it's just there's not a lot of Knick news to talk about right at this very minute. So I don't want to just keep regurgitating the same stuff that I talked about Saturday. Usually when the season starts, there's always stuff to talk about and different ways to really spin stuff and take it other places. But right now, without having any basketball whatsoever, training camp hasn't started. It's just kind of a dry period. So it is what it is. But what I will say to you guys is please continue to support the show. I hope to have a special guest for you guys next Monday. I also hope to have a new interesting guest for the NBA wrap-up this Thursday. Hopefully, if we can get this whole thing confirmed at some point tonight or tomorrow morning. And, we'll see what happens, what goes from there. But just stay tuned, man. We're going to keep trying to give you more and more good content. And like I said, once the season starts, we are flying. Okay, we're going to get into season 4 of all of our content for the most part. And I'm excited for that. Excited for little changes to the looks, of course. And you know how we always do some different intros. And we are also trying to, incorporate some other things to make the experience better for you guys as far as taking phone calls and stuff like that. That should be, who knows? We may try that out next week. So expect some new stuff like that. And also, we might even have some special guest hosts that are regulars that you start to see pop up. So stay tuned. We'll see. It should be interesting. I'm excited for a new season. I think this is going to be a great one. Kerry Cox in the building. Salute, Kerry. Appreciate you as always, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Man, same here, Victor. You know how it is, bro. You know how it is. Knicks 100 believes, he says, we good and we set up properly for the next 10 years. I like it. Well, as most people say, as my guy Andy said this Saturday, expect Fournier to be with the team throughout the preseason and at least throughout the first couple games of the season because we play Boston in the preseason and in the beginning of the season. So we need Fournier. He is the Boston answer, the kryptonite for Boston. After that, I don't know what's going to happen. And I agree. I think we do need a good backup for Julius. Nice, but he doesn't have to do a lot. All he's got to do is be able to play some solid defense and rebound the ball. If he can, get a couple putbacks, if he can score in the lane a little bit, that's all. Knock down an open, like a free throw. You know what I mean? That's all. Not too much. We don't need to go crazy. Julius is going to be the guy, and he's going to command the most minutes. If anything, there should be some pressure that's taken off of Julius. And I think the Knicks on the whole, there will be a little bit of a weight lifted off of everything because you don't have a backup like Obi who deserves more minutes and is not getting them because he's behind Julius. I think there's a little bit of relief there that one issue is gone. So shout out to Obi. I'm going to be rooting for him with Indiana and hope he does well. But it's not his fault. Knicks just did a poor job of picking someone, thinking something else was going to happen, and they were wrong. We definitely should have drafted Tyrese Halliburton, but they messed up there. Yep. Agreed. Yeah, I know. Fournier was an interesting choice, but I think as Josh from NBK UncleFoolio said in the past, the Kemba and Fournier signings were signings the Knicks had to do. Did they have to do it with those two guys? Maybe not. But if you remember, when the Knicks signed those guys, a lot of guys had already come off the market, and the Knicks had to spend a certain amount of money towards the cap. Every team has to. So they had that money, and they figured that was the best way for them to use it at the time. Whether or not it was right or wrong, we all know the answer, but it is what it is. Okay. All right. Well, guys, listen, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, definitely showing your love for the show. I thank you guys as always. I hope that we can continue to have something that you guys are interested in and enjoy watching. And like I said, just stick with us. Smash that like button, show your love. We'll keep coming back with more and more content. Any final words, anybody? Oh, wait, it's just me? My final words, as I always say, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still, Knicks fans, we'll be back again, whether it be on Monday nights, 9 p.m. for SKF Weekly, Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. for the NBA wrap-up. That's right, guys. If you haven't tuned in yet, please check it out. It's a different show. First half is us talking NBA. The second half is us talking hip-hop, right? And we most likely have an artist for you each time we get into that second half, because that's what we want to do, but we'll see. And then, outside of that, Saturdays, Know the Ledge, 11:30-ish. And, that's open panel, so you guys are welcome to always come on and chop it up and talk and give your opinions if you want. But I thank you guys, as always, for supporting the show. I appreciate you guys. And let's go Knicks, man. Let's see what happens. We out of here. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. Damn it. I'm so not used to this. I'm still back into it. Thank you, Jose. And let's not forget, we got our guy Jose on the ones and twos holding us down. Hey.
And just like Ron said, we shall be back. You can catch us this Thursday. You can catch us on Saturday. You can catch us on Monday. We're trying to cover all the days and all the bases. We're bringing you content each and every week. We're having fun. And with that being said, folks, we're going to fade it out of here. We're going to hit to the outro of this season, of this episode. We catch you next week. Adios, mi gente.
Freedom over fame. Freedom over cycle stays the same.